reference view. So we will go from the upper esophageal view. So this is the first view where we will get pulmonary wall, main pulmonary artery dividing into RP and L. Okay. So on the right side you see SVC and ascending aorta in short axis. Then I go down further, I see right superior pulmonary vein entering into the LA. Okay. Why I call this right superior pulmonary vein? Because I see SVC and ascending aorta. Other things which I see is right atrial appendage as well as part of the artery. I further go down and I see right inferior pulmonary vein opening into the LA. Now here I rotate the probe towards the left and make it 5 chamber. So LA, LV, RA, LV, some part of the LVOT and some part of the aortic wall I can see. I go further down and I come with the 4 chamber LA, LV, RA, RV. Okay, so my upper esophageal views are over. Now let's go to the right-sided views. For right-sided views, what I do is I'll make it 5 chamber. From here I'll go to 60. And I get typical what is known as inflow-outflow view. So the various structures which I get is LA, interatrial septum, RA, tricuspid wall, RVOT, pulmonary wall and deep pulmonary artery. While I get in center the 3 cusps of the aortic wall. I will start naming those 3 cusps from the IS. So cusp opposite IS is NCC, opposite RVOT is RCC, the remaining one is LCC. Okay, and around the annulus of the aortic wall, the gap between the MPA and the aortic is the transverse sinus. From here I will go to 75-80 and go towards the right and push the probe inside. I will get the IVC with you stretching. Okay. Then I go to 90 further and I get bicaval view, where I get some part of the SVC, some part of the IVC, RA and LA. Furthermore, I go to 100, 110 also and I pull out the probe till RP and I see whole of the SVC till RP. Here I can see SVC, right superior pulmonary vein and whole of the SVC. Okay. Further down, I go 125, 130 and I push the probe more inside. Slightly to the left and I get this view. What are the things which I see? SVC, RA appendage, RV free wall, AT and repeated and I see opening of the coronary sinus. Okay. So IVC has been replaced by the coronary sinus. Here only now I again come back to 95, 100 or so around. I go to my bicaval view and I can see the right superior pulmonary vein. Now I reduce my angle to 35 and turn more towards the right side. And I get right superior and right inferior pulmonary. So I can look for both right superior and right inferior vein in 35. Okay. So all my right sided views are over. So I again come back to 0, come back to the 4 chamber, and this is my first left sided view. So I get inferior septum and anterolateral wall in this view. From here I go to around 40, 45, 50, 55, and I go for this bicommissional view. So I get P1, A2 and P3 with anterolateral and posteromedial commissions. From that I go to 90 degrees view and I go for 2 chamber. Yeah, I get 2 chamber, proper 2 chamber, where I get anterior wall and inferior wall. The wall opposite the LA appendage is anterior wall, the wall opposite the coronary sinus is the inferior wall. From here I go to 125 or so, where I get 3 chamber. Now I get apical 3 chamber view. I get LA, LV. The wall, the wall in between LV and RV is the anterior septum. The opposite wall is infralateral or posterior wall. I can see AML, PML. I can see the 2 leaflets of the aortic wall. The lower one is always RCC. The upper one can be NCC or LCC. Now to look for aortic root and ascending aorta in detail, what I do is I pull out the probe completely and I see whole of the ascending aorta in detail. So I can measure the various diameters starting from LVOT, aortic annulus, sinus of ulcera, sinotubular junction and ascending aorta. So except for LVOT diameter and annulus, they are taken in mid-systole, inner edge to inner edge. All other diameters are taken in end diastole with leading edge to leading edge. Got it? Now here only, from here, I push the probe slightly down, increase the diameter, so to say around 135 or so. Here, and go to the left. So keep on going till I see both the left superior, left inferior pulmonary veins. Got it? So this is where I see both the pulmonary veins in one view. Okay. Okay. Now I come back to 35 and I look for LA appendage. I keep the LA appendage in view and slowly increase the angle. So 40, 45, slowly keep on increasing the angle. 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 125, 130, 140. So right from 35 to 145, 150, you can get and you can scan whole of the area. Got it? So these are all my left-sided views. Okay. So let's go now to the transgastric view. So I again go back to the 4-chamber. From here I push my probe down and I see coronary sinus. This is my last view of the esophagus, where I can see the coronary sinus is long axis. I go further down and I enter into the stomach. Once I enter the stomach, I anti-flex my probe slightly so that I can see the mitral wall in detail. So I can see AML and PML with both anterolateral and posteromedial curvature. I know the tricuspid wall is slightly lower, so I go further down and towards the right side, I can see all the 3 leaflets of the tricuspid wall, namely STL attached to the septum, posterior, the one near the apex, and the ATL. Okay, so ATL, PTL, and STL. I come back again here, go further down, and I come at the papillary muscle. Okay, LV papillary muscle. I go further down, so I reach the LV apex. Okay, I come up at the LV apex here and come back to the papillary muscle level, and here I anti-flex my probe. First I open the RBOT, then I open the LVOT. So this is how I take gradients across the aortic wall in deep transgastric. I again retroflex the probe back here. I increase the angle to say 90 or so, right? And I can see 2-chamber view horizontally. This view is good to see for subbulbar apparatus, AML, PML, both the papillary muscle, anterolateral posteromedial, as well as the length of cord. Okay, for mitral wall repairs. Here I'll increase slightly the angle to around say 120 or so, 125, and slightly pull out the probe. So I can see, I can take gradients across the LVOT and aortic wall. This is an alternative view, in which view, if you don't get the transgastric view, you can use this view to take gradients across the aortic wall. I again go back to 90 or so, and here I turn the probe on the right side to get RV inflow view. So I'm turning the probe on the right side and I'm getting RV inflow view. The leaflets which you see is ATL and PTL, RA appendage and RV fluid. This is the view which you utilize to check for the RV function when you are looking for RV function in intraoperative. Right? So you come back to 0 and you pull out the probe. Your transgastric views are over. Okay? Now you come back and make it 5-chamber view. Okay. Then you turn the probe on the left side, extreme left. Keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Then you see a descending outline short axis. Once you see descending outline short axis, pull the probe out till the descending aorta becomes oblong. So once you see the descending aorta becomes completely oblong, you confirm that by going on the right, and you see whole of the arch of the aorta. So once you have reached the arch, you increase the angle to say 90. And you start turning the probe rightwards. So this is the first branch which you see, that is the left subclavian. More rightwards, you will get the second branch as the left common cavity. The landmark would be pulmonary wall with pulmonary artery. Whenever you see the corresponding branch of the arch is left common cavity. And still for the right side, you will see brachiocephalic with ascending aorta. Okay? So whole of this is